Texas House Democratic Caucus Chairman Gene Wu of Houston, thank you so much and welcome back to Eye on Politics.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So, you have set conditions now for the House Democrats to return to the Texas Capitol. Please lay it out for us.
So, from the very beginning, we stated that we have two major goals in breaking quorum, in being out of the state. And one was to kill this corrupt special session and force them to reset it and restart it, and hopefully listen to the people for once. And then the second thing was to try to convince other states that they need to now step up and take action to stop this, whether that is to stop them by scaring the Republicans into not doing it, by saying like, if you do it, California do it, or as in the case now, where it just won't matter. If Texas does it, California will put up a bill that says if Texas redraws their maps, then they automatically get new maps, right? And we're basically making it pointless for the Republicans to keep doing this. I think we're on track to meet both of those goals very soon.
And so I know the California governor just spoke at a news conference in California. And so do you have any indication of, so are you going to be waiting for the maps to be approved by California or this trigger bill to be approved by California before coming back? Or the fact that they have introduced the legislation is good enough?
Well, I mean, look, from our, from the beginning, we really didn't think, even in our wildest dreams, that we could get California to step up and to be a part of this, or any other state. And we were really floored when they said that they would do it. Here's the thing: we need to pass the baton, but we want to make sure that the baton is firmly in California's hands before we let go of ours. So, whatever that looks like, we want to make sure that they are ready to go and they're ready to go vote on it before we say, let's go back.
And so timetable wise, just, Texans are going to be curious. What does that look like time wise? Because we know that Governor Abbott has said, if there's no quorum in the House and the Lieutenant Governor and the House Speaker have said the same thing. So at 10 a.m. Friday, if there's no quorum in the House, both chambers are going to adjourn, sine die. The end of the special session is there. Governor Abbott says the second special session is going to start right away. So you're saying Friday is a no-go. You won't be back tomorrow. What about Saturday? What about Sunday? What about Monday?
So I think the point that's probably the most relevant that among discussions with our membership is we decided to come to Illinois on our own. That was our decision because we were tired of their corruption and what they're doing. And when we go back, it will be on our terms. We will go back when we decide to go back, not when Governor Abbott tells us to go back. We listen to our people, we listen to our allies, and we work together to try to save the American dream and to save Texans. And our decision to go back is going to be no different.
And so no decision has been made on exactly which day you're going to return to Texas.
Not that we're going to share, at least.
And will you all come back at once?
I think, the thing that has really made this work was our unity. What has helped us during the last legislative session, what has helped us in this quorum break, and all this, what has mattered to Texans and people across the United States is that we are united. The people, it's not just Democrats, it's all people. It's working people across this country who have simply said enough. People who are tired of watching like DC swamp monsters telling everybody what to do to lay out their secret plans and do all this stuff that hurts our communities. Everyone's tired of it, and that's who's with us. Um, and we're committed to continuing this fight no matter what it looks like. And we're going to keep going, whether it is in Texas, whether it is we continue to travel outside the state, whether we go to other states and tell them you need to act now. We're going to keep doing as much as we can, as often as we can.
How concerned are you? Because Governor Abbott, in his lawsuit to remove you from office, and obviously you're also part of the Attorney General's office, their lawsuit to remove you. And one of the things that the governor said in his filing was that, you know, a minority, such as the Democrats in this case, can hold the rest of the House hostage. And so are you concerned that, you'll return when you'll return, that you're playing in the hands of his legal argument, and the Texas Supreme Court is going to look at what you're doing and agree? And the governor told me the other day that if the Supreme Court rules in his favor, that's going to end quorum breaking once and for all.
So I don't know how to break it to Governor Abbott. But despite the fact that he personally appointed most of the Supreme Court justices in the Texas Supreme Court, they're not going to do what he's going to want. Because what they would have to do is ignore the law, ignore the Constitution, that both say that quorum breaking is a part of the process, is a legislative tool. They would have to ignore their own words when the Texas Supreme Court said that quorum breaking is an acceptable tool in the legislative process. And Ken Paxton will have to ignore his own written memo that has been released from previous sessions saying that quorum breaking is a legitimate tool to use. If all of those courts and all of those things still don't matter and their corruption is so pervasive, they will ignore the Constitution, ignore the law, ignore their own words, and get rid of me, bring it on. Because you know what? You unseat me, they're gonna have to have a special election right away. I'll be filing for that and I'll win and I'll come back just the same. Go for it. Knock yourselves out.
Representative Gene Wu of Houston, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.